Hello, 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 everyone. Hi, Alejo. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. So today we are come to a stage. We are going to step into next stage soon. Today we are going
Yes.
to talk about the transiting Neptune in the 12th house, and then soon we will move on because we have say goodbye to Neptune. So let's focus on say goodbye to that first. So the transiting Neptune in the 12th house, first, for a lot of a beginner, that would be a challenge to delineate this transiting.
hmm I would say, I would say first we have to remind people again about the conference in case they still haven't know, which they should by now.
Thank
But
you, Alejo. Yes.
yeah,
Okay. Let me take in this job. So the Academy of Astrology Online Conference is between 5th to 7th December, and you haven't booked it yet, please come to book it. This year we have the particular track is suitable for the beginner. We are talking about the forecasting or prediction technique from the transit, progression, solar arc. So you can learn quite a lot, but also our mundane track is very beginner suitable because we are talking about what's going to happen between 2026 to 2030. During this time, the outer planet configuration and how we're going to prepare ourselves to face uncertain and unknown. Okay, so uncertain. That is really Neptune.
yes. Now this is your conference. Actually, it's so much Neptune in the 12th, I think. Yes.
Exactly.
So what you were saying is interesting that for beginners it might feel challenging, but I would say actually it's quite I think Neptune is quite comfortable in the 12th house because the 12th house is
Mhm.
about retiring from the world and Neptune is
Yes.
a little bit about that, this idea of trying to find transcendence, trying to go somewhere beyond the mundane affairs, right? So what I would say is that when Neptune comes to the 12th house, there's a huge need to disappear, to go to this
Ah.
other realm, to connect with your dreams, connect with the unconscious, whatever you want to call it, connect with some spiritual reality that is kind of heightened. And yeah, and to kind of find ways for you to kind of retreat and get inspired, like we were saying before with Neptune, with this idea of connecting with the imaginal. So retreat and being able to get inspired in your own inner world, in your own inner visions, inner expectations and ideals. And I would also say there is this sense of a possibility of having a huge level of sensitivity, being able to kind of read what's happening in the whole world. So there's a huge level of sensitivity. So perhaps this strengthens even more this need to retire, to make sure you have time for yourself, to meditate, to connect with all of these worlds. And if we bring the idea of sacrifice, the idea of letting go, I would say that also Neptune in the 12th, in a way, we might say that has been going through a journey, right? So it's finishing
Mm.
a journey. So it might be also a moment in which to reflect about your own life journey, where you are at. I mean, Neptune can go into your 12th house at different ages, depending on
Yes.
where is it in your chart. So, of course, if you're a kid, maybe this doesn't make so much sense. But if you have spent, if you're a little bit older, perhaps it is a moment to think about this idea that what progress have I done in my life?
Mm.
How have I changed? Because if Neptune is in the 12th, it means that in a lot of years, but it's in the phase just before going to Neptune in the first, which is the
Yes.
re-emergence of a new personality, right? So
Yeah.
the 12th house has this quality of grieving, not necessarily grieving, but kind of letting go,
Mm.
letting go of something. Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember, and for the Neptune, transiting Neptune, move it into the 12th house. They call this theme about dissolving. But and the one thing, I don't think we can dissolving everything, but dissolving that those what we are or what we think we are in order to have a chance, even for the younger person, if they experience transiting Neptune in the 12th house, sort of like you say, the next stage would be the transiting Neptune in the first house. So before that, I used to study chemical engineer. So for clean the things, for clean some certain surface, you use those very strong acid or alkali to clean all the surface. That's very Neptunian. So I will think about dissolve all those things in the washing, in the water, in the lotion, in the solution is the Neptune in the 12th house. You really wash away a lot of things. And that is very interesting, like you say, and that give us a time for reflection because at that moment, it's a very kind of what should I say? We really couldn't say, I want this, I want that, oh, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to make that happen. It's really we are drifting, and then we like you said, letting go of things. So we are kind of give up a lot of things in order to have a chance to have a new cycle begin, and that is kind of a maybe not enjoyable for people who control freak like me.
Yeah, yeah, of
Probably,
course it's not,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It can be difficult, yeah.
Yeah. So when this Neptune in the 12th house is just like a one thing to learn to let go. You don't really need to do everything. Maybe it's a lesson for people, who always constantly on a go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like wow, to be honest, it's like an ending too. It's like an ending of the old self, ending like old self, and then move on to the next possibility. So as our 10 minutes astrology, now we finish the stage of transiting Neptune. I'm getting quite excited.
Yes, because the planet that we both love very much is coming, yes.
Uranus. That's how Aleo teach me to say it.
Yeah, in Greek we call it Uranos, and I like to say
Uranus.
Uranos, but then sometimes I say Uranus, sometimes I say Uranus, and I'm
Yeah,
always afraid of saying something that sounds very bad in English.
Uranus.
Yes. Your
Well,
anus is transiting on your eighth house. What do you mean?
oh yeah, that's our teenagers. That's our teenagers' personality comes out. Like
Yeah.
talking about something naughty. But Uranus, or Uranus. Oh, you can call it a Uranus. That's okay. But transiting Uranus is full of excitement, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's like teenagers go through every different house.
Yes, yes, it's gonna be. I think the next transiting session, sections, it's gonna be quite electrifying. Yes.
Yeah, looking forward. So thanks everyone, and don't forget if you haven't booked your place for the Academy of Astrology online conference, please go to our website aoauk.co to book your place, and then see you next week. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.